I've heard from a friend that he's planning on propose. Oh, here we go!
Oh!
Yes, we're fine. Right, listen.
Go and get your manicure.
You know the drama is never ending. Don't let it get the best of you.
A good morning to you.
Wow, we wow, rise and shine.
This is your wake up call.
This is your alarm.
You know what I've realised also?
I think we could be really good breakfast morning presenters.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, the first faces you see in the day.
Hi, and good morning
whilst
to
you're
you.
having your morning coffee,
Yes.
you know, sending the kids off to school.
Yes, because this is what you want to see first thing in the morning.
Just happy smiles.
Well, it's the Holly Willoughby effect, you know? Hi and good morning.
Hello and good morning.
Hope you're doing well today. So on today's agenda,
The only thing about that is it's a tricky lifestyle. It's a 3 a.m.
Is
wake
it?
up a lot of the time
Yeah.
to be glam and ready to go in the studio.
do you know what?
For 6:37 a.m.
And sleep to me, and also I really do appreciate just like sleep freedom sometimes.
Absolutely.
You know, when it's
Explain that further.
So sleep freedom is
She's coined a new phrase.
It's a term I've just coined. Because imagine, you know, like a 7 a.m. wake up, that's pretty normal, but a 3:30 a.m.
It's the
wake
middle of the
up.
night.
That's
the middle of
the
the night.
body, you know, the hormones can't take that, I don't think.
The
But
female
obviously,
hormones especially.
right? But obviously, if you're gonna do that for the check and for your job,
It's a
for
lifestyle
the morning
commitment.
TV,
You'd be going to sleep at about 7.
Well, it's dinner time at 3 p.m. Then
yeah.
dinner time at
Your
3
whole
p.m.
day is shoved earlier.
dessert at 4.
Maybe
And-
3:30, 3:45 at a late. Don't want too high sugar, you know, before we
Of
go. We're not going to be able to go to
course.
sleep. We need to be
So
winding down.
There's not a lot of sleep freedom there.
Not a lot of sleep freedom.
And there's something so beautiful about, you know, snoozing an alarm, you know, and
Not
just
setting an alarm.
Oh.
That is a beautiful thing.
Oh, pop a few Lemmy sleeps.
No alarm.
You've not
See you in
experienced
3 to 5 business
Sophia's
days.
not experienced Lemmy sleep yet.
I haven't.
Are you gonna?
I'm gonna on the tour bus.
Yeah,
we have
they're
heard
gummies.
it can be slightly damaging long-term effects if you take them every single night for a long time.
Yes.
But a couple here and there.
Apparently
come on.
nausea. You don't do well with nausea though.
I don't
But
do well
I
with
haven't
nausea.
experienced any nausea from it. It's probably, maybe I've done them. It's like hardcore drug.
Taken them.
7 nights.
Pretty
7
good.
nights. I've
And
still
you
got the whole
enjoyed it?
tub. And they're delicious also.
Yeah. Well, I love the glow. It's just sweet. I save them for after my dinner for a little sweet treat.
Also, I got Lemmy de-bloat.
Yeah, same.
And
I've not felt the effects of that though. I'll
me
be
neither, but
honest.
I think it gives me diarrhea the next day. I think that's what it does.
Laxative.
I
That's gonna
do
de-bloat
because
you.
I've done it like twice. Just gone like, for the shits and gigs, like, I've just had dinner. Let's take a lemon tea bloat, see
I
what
did
it
that
does.
once. I was stuffed. I thought I've ate too much. Let me de-bloat.
Okay. Yeah, well, yeah, I think it just helps to digest it. Anyway,
Yeah.
I think it gave me diarrhea. It gives you diarrhea the next day just to get it all out. And I think that's how it de-bloats.
De-bloats.
It's definitely
Laxative.
diarrhea effects.
Let me lax.
Yes.
Let me flush.
I've never had a laxative.
No, me neither.
But remember we spoke about the ones that you shove up your bum. Isn't that
I do,
crazy?
Yeah, that's weird.
Isn't that so weird?
Yeah, didn't know such a thing existed.
Neither
until
did I.
recently.
Neither did I.
So happy Wednesday, folks.
I've got
Welcome
my bucket
back.
of matcha. I'm actually wearing all black. And when I put this outfit on, I was like, why don't I just buy all my clothes in black?
Well, that's giving. Who's that man?
Steve. Because how bloody easy is that?
I know.
I've just got variations of black tops and black trousers.
I know.
It looks sleek, stylish.
Let's face it. It looks cool.
Let's face it. It looks good.
Yeah, it's a
Little black
solid look.
little black joggy with a little zip on the
Yeah,
ankle.
it's a solid look. It's clean.
How
it's
easy
tidy,
is that
it's
every day?
Easy.
How easy. I understand now, Steve. I do.
Yeah, less to think about.
Right? Oh, I'll put on some in black.
Yeah,
Everything's
but
black.
then after a while, it's like,
Yeah. Does
Come
she
on.
have anything else
is
to
she
her?
in mourning? What's going on?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Alrighty, Ruth.
Alrighty,
Should we do
Ruth.
our question of
Yes.
the week? Yes. Okay. This one's interesting. And it's going to get our brains ticking this morning. It's going to make us let me wake up.
There we go.
Things humans do that you don't understand.
Yes, because I actually have some questions for you, but I'll do it after.
Okay.
Because like actually deep, like kissing.
Kissing's so weird.
Like why? Like
why do we feel the need to touch lips to lips?
like actually think about
Like
that.
that's what we used to eat.
And like me and you might kiss like on the cheek.
What's behind that? Why is it a sign of affection to place lips on skin?
Yeah, and why is it arousing also?
Lips on lips.
They must be sensitive.
They must be linked to something somewhere.
They must be sensitive like the nipple.
Yeah. And our podcast Lucy producer was saying hugging. She finds that strange.
Yes.
Hugging. Yeah, I get it. Why do we open our arms and touch
Well, I'm
one
trying
another?
to think what the animals do.
It all goes back to the animals, but animals don't kiss, do they?
They do. They lick.
Fish.
Think, honey, dogs.
Dogs.
They show affection by licking.
Yes.
They love
lick
you.
each other's asses.
There you go.
That's to say hello.
If they love you, they're licking you. I'd be concerned if honey didn't lick me.
Yes.
Especially on my lips.
Okay.
She loves me. She licks my lips.
Sure.
So that's the animal instinct.
That's animal instinct. So where does that come from? Anyway,
The primal
we've asked
days.
you guys.
Comes from the
humans do
dinosaurs.
that you don't understand. Let's see what we're saying. Cry.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Why does water come out of our eyes when we're upset or happy?
it must, because it's the emotion. So why,
It's like a purge. It's a physical purge.
Yeah, why do we cry when we're sad?
Why does that make like
why? Like why is that
why does
sadness?
why does it make it come out the eyes? Why do our eyes start leaking?
Oh my
Why doesn't it
God.
come out of our ears?
I've
or
never
our
deeped
nose,
crying before until now.
or our belly button. Why is it eyes?
Crazy, yeah. Wow. Okay, thank you, Sarah, for that one. What's next?
Snogging.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
the French kiss.
Clapping. Why do we do that?
Well,
Round of applause. It's naked. But why don't we just go, ah?
Yeah, why don't we, woo!
Yeah,
oh, you
what we
do that. At a concert.
Yeah, what is it about the clap?
And then it's,
Or it's
Yeah.
just sparkle fingers.
yes. Well, it's too,
I mean, this
Yeah.
girl's got quite
Yeah.
philosophical. She's put work. We live to work and work to live.
yeah.
Why?
Yeah, why isn't everything free? Why are we sat here right now doing
Why
this?
are we doing this? For what? To live.
But for enjoyment. For life.
Live
Because
to work
do you
and
know, I
work to
keep seeing a
live.
lot of TikToks on TikTok. It being like
That's
the
a funny
world,
place to see
the
TikToks.
world looks like this. Why am I working? You know, it's like what why am I?
Yeah.
When the world looks like this, like I'll go see the world.
Right. But you need money to do that.
Well, exactly.
But why aren't we just given money when we're,
Yeah.
born as just part of being a member of Earth? Why
Well,
aren't we
what
just
film is it where it's
given
like
cash?
everyone is just given the same amount of money?
Don't know. It's giving time a little bit, Justin Timberlake.
I love that film.
Amanda Safe Ride,
Mm-hmm.
Safe Read. Blink. Well, that's to keep eyes moisturized.
Yeah, I
believe.
understand blinking, but I mean that the fact that like
This girl.
I can see out my eyes. Like you're like if you
I don't like the thought of that.
like eyes do scare me a lot.
Oh, I don't like
Like,
the thought of that.
closing
I can
your-
see because of these things in my face.
So you know when you close your eyes, do you see complete blackness or do you see like swooshes of
I think I just see black.
I think I do, but it's actually technically a little red. Now I'm seeing a couple splotches, maybe because the
I
lights
just see
are on.
black with a bit of splotches.
Yeah. Yeah, I do see black.
Yeah.
And when you think,
Oh, the voice in your head.
do you have a voice in your head?
Yeah.
Who is it? Is it you? Is it someone else?
I think it's me.
Yeah, mine's me.
Yeah.
Some people's are someone else. It's like I don't
Who?
recognize the voice. Yeah, well, it's like their
That's
thoughts are
scary.
someone else's voice.
Let me just think in my head for a sec.
Because some people don't have a voice in their head.
Yeah, I think it's me.
Mine is me, 100%.
I don't know if I have a voice in my head now. I'm scared.
Yes, you do. Just say in your head, hello, how are you? Like I just said it in my
But
head.
that's just my mind thinking. I'm
Yeah.
not hearing anything.
No, but you're saying it in your head, like you can hear it in your head.
Yeah, I
like
think so.
say like I'm having a good day today. Like
Yeah,
yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
and that's you. I think mine's me.
Yeah, mine's me too.
Yeah,
Who
don't know
else
if
would
it's
it be?
normal or not. But some people don't have a voice. It's more visual. It's like it's like they
no.
don't. They.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I have a voice.
Yeah.
Why do we keep live animals inside of our homes?
I know. I do think about that one.
What? Oh, I don't like this one because I can't stop thinking about it. Why is your tongue?
I don't
Being
like
so
tongues.
aware of the tongue in the mouth.
I don't like tongues. I don't like tongues.
Winking.
Yeah, that's just something cheeky humans have. You
But
know
why? Why is it the eye and the
I can't
wink?
wink.
Why isn't it just a? Why is it not a hand?
Yeah.
thing? You know, a little hand clappy clappy.
Yeah. Well, it's
It's going back to the eyes,
it's
windows to the
flirting
soul,
with the eyes.
the
you know.
triangle method. Let's see what else we've
High
got
fives.
here. Painting nails.
Honestly,
I love it, but what the fuck?
Yeah, every
true.
time I'm getting my nails done, even like mascara,
Mm.
like makeup. We've got a full face of makeup on right now. What the fuck is that?
Where'd that come from?
Earrings? Like you've pierced your ear.
Holes
Like,
in our skin.
Holes in
to
our
put jewelry
skin.
in.
Drew blood. For what?
And why is it the
To
ear?
decorate ourselves. It's so weird. Look, I'm like a Christmas tree.
Yeah. Why ain't it like on our arms and stuff as well?
You can get them in your arms.
I know.
innit?
I used to know a girl that had them in the back of her neck.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the second time you've done that today.
And in the chest. In the chest. Who's got the chest ones?
Oh.
Remember?
I do remember that.
Lower back, you can get them.
You can. Okay, what else have we got
God,
here?
this is blowing my
This is
mind.
blowing me away.
Who invented the straw, by the way? Incredible invention. Actually deep the straw, though. Seriously. Like, just
It's
such a
so-
convenient
Who
way
Who
to just, like,
oh my
get
God.
it into my mouth. Like,
I'm going to roll something into a tube and we're going to suck on it and it's going to get the liquid into my mouth.
well, it's science. Someone, at Oxford University discovered that for sure. Darwin, Dickens. The great
Dickens. I think he was an author. Darwin, Dickens.
Well, I was actually no, my bad, because I was actually just in Cambridge. Darwin was in Cambridge. That's where he discovered evolution
The theory of evolution.
at the University of Cambridge.
Apples and the tree, gravity. Who was that?
That was Adam and Eve.
Was it Newton? Isaac Newton?
Yes, mm-hmm.
God,
Well
I'm
done.
good today.
And he invented the light bulb.
Did he really? God, he had a
Someone
busy
did.
life, didn't
Yes.
he? Pinky promises.
That goes
Why
back
the
to the
pinky?
fairies.
Why not the thumb or any other finger?
Oh my God, they've spotted some
Alcohol.
crazy. And why do we enjoy that feeling? It's because we want to escape our minds.
It's poison.
We want to escape.
Hiccuping. Well, that's
Sne-
that's a spasm in the somewhere.
Burping, sneezing, shitting.
Utterly fluid.
Honestly,
sweating.
weeing. Sweating.
Weeing. It's gross.
It is gross.
Yeah. Holding hands.
And it's like we all go to these holes in the
Private
floor
holes.
to piss and shit.
To get out.
It's disgusting. And then we come back into the room.
Like nothing's happened. It's like, oh, I'm back now. I just emptied my bowels. Yuck.
Actually, yuck.
Yuck.
Actually, yuck.
Eating.
Oh, I think about it all the time. Like, what the fuck?
Why aren't we just
Like-
why isn't it just like we all get 5 pills a day by the government? And it's like the
pills of life.
This is what you need. Yeah,
Yeah.
why have we created all of these different foods? And why are they flavored and coloured and looking different?
Flavor exists and it's enjoyable, right? Think, oh, chocolate,
but
the flavor.
why?
I'm drinking this because I like the blueberry matcha.
Yeah, but why do these things even exist? Why isn't it just, here you go, this is what the human body needs to survive? You got to take them all.
Well, it is. Yeah. Well, I guess that's what Huel is. Isn't it?
This episode is sponsored by you.
It's your meals, all your nutrients. That's what they claim.
all your probiotics and prebiotics.
Yeah, in one
meal.
handsy, delicious drink.
It's rank.
It's disgusting. Food, what's that? I just have Huel.
I have 3 Huels a day.
Banana, chocolate, strawberry.
I actually don't need my tea.
Imagine going on a date with a guy and he's like, I've had my Huel.
I've had my
Or he's
Huels, so I won't be dining
I'm
tonight.
so busy. Oh, I can just about manage a Huel.
Shut up.
Just about to get my Huel down.
Sit down, have a fucking sandwich.
Literally.
Get a grip.
No offense to anyone who enjoys a Huel.
No offense, you guys.
I've never actually tried it.
I have. Didn't finish
You've
it.
drank a couple times though. Just like, but not as like a meal replacement, just as a snack.
Just as I'm fucking starving, I'm at a service station. This is the only thing, and I've seen someone say they liked it. I'm going to try it, and they liked it.
Well, they have like mac and cheese and shit now.
I
Not
actually
liquefied.
think the chocolate one I've had before, and I
Yeah,
haven't minded
I
it.
think I've
but
seen-
I've never been able to finish it.
Oh yeah, because it's 600 calories.
It's a lot.
It's a meal. Yeah, no shit, you can't finish it.
It's a lot of liquid.
Like we
and
can
it's
barely finish
thick.
our avocado toast.
We're just so petite,
Yeah,
you
I can
guys.
honestly, I'm just you can't even see me behind this pillow.
Just such a tiny little thing. Okay, yeah. Why we shave? Yeah, that's so
like, why?
true.
That is actually an annoying one. Like, why can't
Why
we
do
just
we
be-
make kids skip? So useless.
Yes,
Okay. I feel like
Crazy.
we've had a lot of deep human
like bikinis and stuff.
having
Like,
passports. Just let me travel.
yeah. Like, why do men not wear bikinis?
Because they've got nipples too.
Yeah.
Why does
Right.
anyone wear
But why
bikinis?
right.
We've all got the same stuff. Why are we acting like we haven't?
Exactly. What? But why aren't we just naked?
Exactly. That's
Why
what
aren't
I mean.
all beaches just nude
What
beaches?
have we got to hide? I know what it looks like. I've got the same thing under here
It's
too.
yeah, literally. Like you've got boobs.
It's no
I've got
secret. Yeah.
boobs. Mind blown. That's
The
for
way
sure.
the world has worked, hey?
Literally mind blown. Like, how does a camera capture stuff? Actually, deep in that is actually wild.
The fact that we're actually making noise from our mouths right now.
And people are understanding us like this is just gobbledygook.
This is just gobbledygook. There's someone
We
invented
could
it,
just
just
go
stuck with it.
Yeah, I was good. Wow, look at it. Oh, it's
That
good.
was-
Gabble. Someone might zone out. Let's talk gibberish, and someone might zone out and think we're still talking normal. Yeah, I mean, dabble good. Yeah, it's like a bad chat. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, we digress. God, that was crazy. That sent me on a
Right.
whole little spiral. Okay, it is girl talk. So
Girls.
let's not waste any
Girls.
time, you guys.
We run this.
Let's start here, you guys. While Chintzia scratching herself. Girl talk. Do I tell my bestie she's gonna get dumped? Tricky.
A heads up would actually be quite nice. Would a heads up be quite nice? Would a heads up be quite nice?
I don't know.
I don't know either. To be honest, does it just make it worse? Is it just like you're suffering twice because
Yes.
you gotta go through it like your friend saying, look, he's breaking up with you. Now you're mourning it already. Then you've got him to do it. That's right. So now I'm getting heartbroken.
The only way it would work is if you could then beat him to the punch.
Yeah, because if someone told me, so if you told me he's going to break up with you, I'll say, well, I'm never going to see him again anyway. So
I'm going to break up with him.
Well, I won't even go and meet up with him. I'll say, like, I know what you're going to say.
Yeah,
don't
so
ever
it's
talk to me
over.
again. I guess.
I guess.
I guess it saves, but unless you need like closure. Anyway, let's
And also,
read it.
it's like, well, how do you know before I know that my relationship's ending?
Obviously, well, then that's even worse because he's been chatting a bunch of shit all around to
yeah.
all these people to get back. So it's like, wow, so I'm the last person to know then. How fucking embarrassing is that?
Yeah. Should we read it?
Yes.
Me and my friend, we'll call her Sarah, have worked together for about a year and we've grown really close over this time. Our partners have... I know where this is going. Our partners have also become friends, which is amazing. Recently, Sarah's boyfriend, Brian, who she has been with for 2 years, has been confiding in my husband, Steve,
And it's like,
about
you do
issues
know this is gonna get
in their relationship.
and you do know like this is going to come straight to me.
Husband and wife, we're telling each other everything.
Exactly.
Steve obviously tells me everything, so I'm very much aware of what's going on. But Sarah is quite a closed book and she never lets on about any relationship issues. I truly think she's a bit in denial and doesn't want to bring the drama into the office or her social life.
Yeah.
Or she's keeping her private business private. You know, I can respect
she
that.
doesn't want to air all her.
Because also sometimes once you start airing things, it can become very real, and then people are checking in. Oh, how's that going? And it's like, I don't really need to speak about this
It's
right
like
now.
I'm at work and I don't want to be talking about what my relationship is like at home. I kind
Yeah,
of want to
sometimes it's easier to compartmentalize.
Yeah.
Like, well, if I don't tell you that, you're not going to ask me about it.
Yeah.
And it's probably a bit easier that way.
Yeah.
Things are quite bad, and Brian is having frequent thoughts about ending the relationship.
Oh God.
I want to be there for Sarah and help her through this, as it's clearly going to be a tough time. And I'm convinced that she's, not talking to anyone about this. And, I'm a friend. She can lean on me. I can also relate to the issues they are having, as I've been there myself. So I do think I could offer some helpful insight that might even help save their relationship.
Slow.
Okay. They seem great from the outside, and I truly think they could be amazing if they got over this issue.
What's the issue?
There was a previous incident where Brian accused Steve of gossiping with me,
Well, yeah, he's going to tell his wife, no?
which was actually a total misunderstanding, but proves that if Sarah thinks Brian is discussing their issues with others, it would cause drama and could harm the boys' friendship. And I don't want to be responsible for that.
Oh, I see.
Due to Sarah's insecurity, she would really read into any suspicious comments I make. So I really don't know how to broach this topic and encourage her to open up without making things worse. Complicated, a little bit.
In this situation, I'd be tempted to say, no, of course Steve's been telling me shit. And have a conversation with her.
With Sarah.
With Sarah and say, look, Sarah, hey babe, how you doing?
Not at work.
Absolutely not. Oh my
No.
God. It needs to be in, I don't know.
Go
a
for
very
drinks
safe
after work, or
go for a walk. A walk would be nice, or just a coffee.
get a coffee,
Because she's going to cry. She's going to cry.
because
sometimes
sometimes once you crack that shell, you open the floodgates.
Yeah.
There ain't no closing them.
because if you just say, look, Steve's been telling me a lot from what Brian's been saying.
Just want to check in.
I want to check in, but also
and
I
maybe
just want to
just
give
go
you a heads up that he's constantly saying he's going to break up with you. I think that would be actually. I think that would be a good thing to.
You either think, okay, I'm going to stay out of this.
Yeah.
I'm going to let the boys chat what they want to chat.
yeah.
I'm his wife, so of course I'm hearing everything, but I'm not going to insert myself anymore into their business. It's their relationship. Sarah obviously wants to keep it private because she's not confided in you.
Yes.
So then it's like, okay, should I respect that? And should I just stay out of it? Maybe she doesn't want me to know all these things. Or, depending how close you and Sarah are, you do what Chint said. And say,
It's
are you
really
okay?
in an awkward situation. But if you care about her, and I feel like she is struggling right now.
And maybe just go from that
and-
angle of do you need to vent? Do you need to get anything off your chest? Because
your bloody fucking boyfriend
Brian can't stop
is-
venting to my husband.
Yeah.
So are you in the same boat here?
And it's look, I found out all this information and I just feel like I should tell you. I'm sat with all this information. I want to give you a heads up. I love you. You're my friend.
Maybe ask your husband, ask him what he thinks you should do.
Well, he's going to say, no, don't say anything. Don't no, because it's going to get back. But he's gossiped about it, right? Isn't that the issue they had?
I guess so. And they've kept it.
So then, you could cause an issue with your own husband. 'Cause it's
and you
why
don't
did you
want
tell her
that.
that? Maybe talk to your husband first, but then the poor woman is suffering and it's not fair. This man is going, I'm going to break up with her, I'm going to break up
But
with
just
her.
because she's not confiding in you, it doesn't mean she's not confiding in other people in her
someone.
life.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys have only known each other for a year. I'm not trying to shit on the friendship, but she may be spilling her heart out to some other people in her life, and she's just because Brian is doing that with Steve.
Yes.
And you're thinking, oh, well, she's not doing that with me. You've not got identical friendships. Maybe the boys are a bit closer, or maybe Brian's not got another guy in his life that he feels like he can vent to because everyone's so
But it's
I don't know. It's difficult.
Really tricky because it's going to end badly either way.
Yeah.
Because you're all a group of friends, they're best friends.
I think I would prioritize your own relationship first.
with your
and
husband.
if your husband doesn't want you to, and it's going to cause any sort of I asked you not to do that and you've done that, then it's maybe we just stay in our own lane.
Yeah.
And we don't
just see what happens. Because if he's going to break up with her, he said he's going to do it.
He's going to break up with her. And
what?
what difference is it going to make?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
That's a grown-up problem to
that
have.
is not good.
But your title was, sorry, do I tell my bestie? So
yeah, so if you're, because it'd be really hard to like know what's going on behind the scenes and not say anything. Especially if you know a breakup's looming and she's like unaware. But obviously they're struggling right now, so she's probably aware that it's rocky.
But it's their own business, I guess.
Yeah. This is like
The plot has thickened.
mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. I mean, you know what it's giving? Obviously, we can't confirm or deny what is legitimate. Obviously, we don't know the facts. But when Justin and Selena were hanging out, and then 2 months later he proposed to Hailey, and then when they were hanging out, he had his hands on her face or whatever.
Yeah, it was
And then
cozy.
It was cozy, right? People do say that could have been closure, but still, 2 months before.
2 months.
Because then what was Selena's song? In 2 months you replaced us. How
2
did that?
months you replaced us.
There
It
we
was
go.
easy.
2 months you replaced us. Gripping your heart.
I needed to
Lose you to love me.
That's a beautiful song.
Well, Plum, welcome to the world.
Plum. We love you, Plum.
Plum.
Plum, we love you. Love that name also. Honestly,
I think that's
it's giving
beautiful.
from a couple weeks ago, blueberry Baileys. It's giving peach apple.
Yeah.
Latte.
Yeah.
Latte.
Gorgeous.
That's a nice name.
Latte.
Cappuccino.
Cappuccino.
Chino.
Chino.
Cappuccino.
Cap
and Chino. Twins. Cappuccino. Let's go,
Cappuccino.
guys.
Absolutely stunning.
Guys, grab your stuff. Cappuccino. Let's get out of here.
Cappuccino. Yeah, it's really got a ring to it.
Practice starts in 5 minutes. You're going to be late.
Cap. Yeah, it's really got a ring. Okay.
An American mom. Day in the life of a New York City mom.
Day in the
I
life.
love that. Okay, so
I
I get
wake
up
up-
at 4 a.m. and I do my yoga.
Do my
And
hot
then
yoga.
I'm
Sweat
going
it
to do
so
my hot
much.
Pilates class. Grabbing a juice on the way home. It's 6 a.m. I'm back home. The kids are just waking up.
The nanny's got the kids up.
Day in the life of a New
The
York City
nanny's
mom.
what? The dog's already.
I do wish, I do want to have a stint of living in NYC.
I think we'd love that.
I think it's
do
a
like the
special
city.
energy that I think we could really get into.
We could do 3 weeks there for sure.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say 3 months, 3 years, 3 weeks for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like in the West Village.
yeah. I think the New York
Soho
City moms
Loft,
are
in a
they're
Soho
kind of
Loft.
cool. Yeah,
The Soho Loft.
I wonder how the prices compare to London prices.
I think they're probably on par. Expensive.
Yeah, is it more?
If anything, a bit more. Well, they do say London is like one of the most. I think they're all on par. Like the New
kind of
York,
on par.
the LA, the Londons. Right. So Sarah here says, I slept with my best friend.
Slay.
Love that for you. However, 2 weeks later, he's engaged. This is why it was giving that Selena Hailey thing.
Circling it back to Plum
The
and
Justin
Blueberry
Bieber thing.
Baileys.
Hi,
Oh,
girls.
so your best friend, guy best friend. Okay, so has this always been?
That's-
Has he the one that got away?
The one that got away. It sounds
The
like.
one.
So either he's cheated on his girlfriend,
Fiance.
then girlfriend, and slept with you, and then or he was like single, and then as all of a sudden proposed to somebody.
I think he was in a relationship. This is my prediction. He was in a relationship. You two have always had a love Rosie, will they,
On
won't
and
they?
offy.
Friends to lovers, friends again. And then he knew, I'm going to lock this down. I'm going to get engaged. But before I do that,
That's
I want
disgusting.
my one wild night with Sarah that I've always dreamt
Yeah.
about.
Men are so scary.
Totally.
Hi, girls. Big fan of the pod. I've written a few times.
Oh, bloody hell. Okay,
There's
she needs
always-
help.
well,
I'm
she's-
sorry it's taken us so long.
Yeah, there's always some kind of drama. I'll give some backstory for this as it is needed. Full stop, to the point. Next paragraph.
Totally,
Fucking
let's
hell,
go.
she's not messing around. Me and Brian have been good mates for a long time. And he's I thought she was going to say, and he's my cousin. He's the cousin of my ex. That's fine. That's not
fine.
That's not a problem.
Yeah. Cousins, schmuzzins. Most people don't
Just
even know
as
their
long
cousins.
as you guys aren't blood related, it's absolutely
That's
fine. That's absolutely fine. Me and Brian have been good at it as he is the cousin of my ex, and we would all hang out as a group. Oh, okay. So you guys have
yeah.
kind of okay. When me and my ex broke up, me and Brian remained good friends and have been now for 6 years. Okay, that was years ago then. Me and Brian always had a kind of flirtation. So a few years after me and my ex broke up, me and Brian both found ourselves single and slept with each other once.
Once.
We
Okay.
talk all the time.
How did it just happen the once?
Both single at the same time.
Yeah, but
So
then
we-
why was it not the next
Yeah,
Friday night? Let's
yeah.
go. Like what?
Well,
what occurred that one night?
We talk all the time, always very flirty. But then he got a girlfriend, simple as.
Okay.
Although the flirting never stopped, we didn't continue anything physical and we stopped meeting up.
I should hope so. He was in a relationship.
Yeah. Recently, Brian and his girlfriend had been going through some relationship trouble as her family are from a different country and they were planning on moving back there. Brian said they had broken up and were taking some space from each other as he didn't see it working out between them as he didn't feel as though he could do long distance. Right. So you're
Okay.
now under the impression that they're broken up. Mm-hmm. Me and Brian met up like we used to do and one thing led to another and it was getting a bit heated. I told him that I wouldn't feel comfortable doing anything as he had a girlfriend and I wasn't that kind of person. Okay, so you were still under the impression that they were... How is things getting heated?
How did we get here?
You guys just have
We've obviously
this...
met at someone's apartment.
Yeah.
Someone's in New York City.
Brian
loft.
reassured me that they were broken up and they hadn't spoken in weeks. This checked out with me as he did say they were going through a rough patch, so why would he be lying? So we continued and ended up sleeping together.
Okay.
And you're doing nothing wrong. He said, look, we've been broken up. It's not going to work. Okay, hot and steamy.
Let's do
sex. Brian tells me all the time that I'm his favourite person, that he's obsessed with me and he'll always fancy me. God, imagine being his like new girlfriend. I'd always you're going to go to his wedding.
No, I don't think.
Well, I know, but do you know what I mean? Like he'd just say, "Oh, this is just my good friend," and it's like he's saying stuff like, "I'm always going to fancy you,"
Ooh.
and then you know, I imagine that and never knowing.
Well, ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, I guess. I had always felt the same, but the timing for me and him just never really worked out because one of us always was in a relationship or something was always happening.
Right.
Giving so love Rosie so one day. But regardless of this, he says that I will always be his person. Fuck it. So why aren't you guys just... Fast forward to about 2 to 3 weeks later and I get a notification that he was tagged in a post on Facebook. I open the notification and it's a hand with an engagement ring on it.
Oh,
Brian, actually deep that.
God.
So he's saying all this, you'll always be my person, I'm always going to fancy you. We're broken up. You have this one night, you're thinking, oh, maybe this is our time. Because I feel the same. Maybe this is our time now. Finally, the stars are aligning. Nope. He's already
engaged.
The fact is, he's probably already had that ring.
Yeah, he had that for a while.
Mental.
Most people don't engage spontaneously.
No.
It's thought out.
You need a couple of months to get the ring.
Couple of months.
Brian had proposed to his girlfriend. I instantly texted him, furious, of course, and asked him what the actual hell was going on.
God.
My initial thought was that he lied to me and that he never actually broke up with her.
That's my initial thought too.
Me too. Because it was just like, how convenient for you. You
So
could sleep with me.
convenient.
Sarah's in another country.
Yeah.
Brian texted back and said that he wasn't expecting this either,
Huh?
but had talked it over with his girlfriend. They seemed like that. And it seemed like the only solution to their problem. Oh, so
Was to get married.
oh, is it so she can stay in the country or so he can go? Something like that. She gave him an ultimatum. Either they break up and she moves away or they get married and she stays. It's probably the only way she can stay.
Okay.
Instantly, I felt a terrible guilt. I asked him if he had told her about us. And he said, why would he do that as they weren't together at the time and it wasn't worth bringing up?
It's very convenient for you, Brian, this whole situation.
I mean, he's playing a very dangerous game. He's
playing with
very
fire.
dangerous game. Am I in the wrong here? You've done nothing
You've
wrong.
done nothing wrong.
You've done nothing
You were just
wrong.
lied to, I think.
You were lied to.
And you were spun a convenient
Web.
narrative.
Yep.
And it checked out in your head, because why wouldn't it? You've been friends with this guy for 6 years. You've always had a bit of a crush. I'd sleep with him too. Why wouldn't you? And then you, were hopeful, thinking, oh, okay, let's see what could happen here. Like, he's broke up with his girlfriend. No shit. And then you've just been absolutely engaged.
What's mind-blowing is that a man can sleep with someone else
Yeah.
and then 2 weeks later propose to another woman. That is absolutely crazy.
Crazy.
Because for us, that is such a... imagine sleeping with another man 2 weeks prior and then someone proposing to you, like we wouldn't be able to go on.
So it's
Like
the secret yawn.
we wouldn't be it. Like the fact that they're so emotionless
Yes,
to be
my
able
head
to
would
do
be-
that.
I wouldn't be sleeping at night.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't
I'd be
be able
living
to.
in fear. I'd be living in
Yeah,
guilt.
like-
I'd be extremely stressed.
Yeah, like we wouldn't be able to accept any sort of like commitment or
know.
But the fact that he's so emotionless to it is
So I guess
mental.
the question is,
right. Shall I finish
was
it? 'Cause
this a
she's
bunch
got-
of lies?
Yeah.
Or was it genuinely, because it does check out his story, I guess.
It checks out that it was an ultimatum. Yeah, it does.
It
yeah.
does. But he whipped that around very quickly.
Yeah. So am I in the wrong here? I feel terribly guilty and part of me doesn't know whether to trust him and believe what he said. Well, I think you should never see this guy ever
So
again,
do
to be
I.
honest. It's just messy. It's dangerous. Were they really broken up, or was he lying to me? I guess we'll never know.
I guess we'll never know.
I guess we'll never know. Unless you speak to her, but then it's just, let's just not get involved at this point. You think? Should I feel
Yes.
Should I feel guilty even if they were broken up? It feels like I'm holding in this massive secret. It's really hard seeing everyone congratulate him on this engagement. Yeah.
Yeah. Little do you lot
yeah, it's
know.
because you're the only one who actually knows about this. It's like, he was fucking in my vagina 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, telling me that he was always going to fancy me and I was his favourite person in the world.
She said, knowing that 2 weeks prior we'd slept together and nobody knows. And how on earth can I attend my best friend's wedding despite all this? This guy's got to go, I think. What do I even do in this situation, girls? Please help me out. Thanks.
I think you've just found yourself in the middle of a messy situation.
Messy.
And the thing is, like we've already said, you're never going to really know if they were broken up, if she did offer him this ultimatum, because, you know, he could have also said...
It's a very convenient lie for him to say, oh my God, well, yeah, we were broken up. And
very convenient.
It makes sense. It checks out.
Yeah. But also he could have said, if it was an ultimatum, he could have said, well, no, then. He actually said, if this was the situation, he said, okay, yeah, let's get married. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. So you need to forget all this bullshit he spun you about you being his favorite person in the world and always going to fancy him, blah, blah, blah. Because at the end of the day, he has got down on one knee and asked another woman to marry him.
It's never going to be you two at this point. I think
he's treated you like shit, really. I think he used you a little bit. My interpretation of the situation is that you guys always had a little bit of chemistry and he was planning on proposing and he thought, you know what? She's gone out of the country. I'm going to have one little last night with Sarah and then I'm gonna settle down and propose. And that is what I'm
maybe
reading
they
the
were
situation
having
as.
a rocky couple of weeks if she was out the country, and he thought, who's the first person I can call on?
Yeah.
You know, and he used you in that situation.
Because 2 weeks is a pretty quick
That's so
turnaround
fucking quick.
for an ultimatum. Like,
It's so
you would
quick.
give it 6 months maybe. Like, if we're not engaged by this time next year, like, it's done. Or if we're not engaged in 6 months' time, I don't know. Like, 2 weeks is a quick turnaround time.
Well, 2 weeks for him to even process what's he's emotionless. I think you can't have a friendship with this guy anymore. Like, this has got it's crossed all sorts of boundaries.
Yeah.
It's gotten really messy. I
Big
think it would be
tangled web.
really unfair for you to go to the wedding and sit there knowing what you know. And then him knowing what you know and you knowing what you know. And I think
You're better than that.
You're better than that. And I think just remove yourself. I think he's not a good friend. He's used you. He's potentially lied to you really bad. And
To get you into bed, potentially.
yeah, and I think he's just... No, I think he's not a good... right now, he's doing more bad than good for your life.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
He's adding more confusion. You know, he's using you, messing with your emotions, telling you all this shit when he doesn't mean it. You've just proposed to someone.
Yeah.
Like, he's not worth it. I think you just say to him, reply to his message and say, okay, well, have a good life.
Yeah, enjoy your life together. I hope it's great.
I hope I don't ever see you again. Like, literally, like you...
I don't want to be involved in this.
Yeah, like we had
you
a good...
could say, like, I feel very used.
Yeah.
I feel lied to.
Say that, I don't believe you.
You're no best friend
Yeah.
of mine. Like,
No best friend of mine.
you need to see this from my perspective. It's incredibly shady. It's a very convenient story that you've told.
very convenient.
And just say, I wish you two all the happiness in the world. I'm not going to be involved in it.
I wish you well. What's that?
Not sure you've quite got the tune there.
Not sure I have either. But yeah, I would just say like he's
And I
what a
wouldn't
weirdo.
I wouldn't go
weirdo.
and tell her, to be honest, because I just think me personally, but I just
Don't
want to
drag
get
the drama out.
I want to get out of this situation. I want to wrap it up in a little bow. By me going to her, it's going to be all the talk of all the town and everyone we know, blah, 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 blah. And it's not going to probably get spun in my favor. It's just, I just don't think you need to.
And also, your emotions are already being messed with.
Yeah.
Like, he's already, like, you already kind of got a bit hopeful about, oh, maybe this is our time.
Yeah.
And, like, I think it's just like, let's just block, delete, get rid of that man, move
on. But I think
on.
you've got a clear conscience. You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't know. Like, you were lied to. If he told you were single, it checked out in your head. They've been having problems.
You are not
slept
in the
with
wrong.
him. It's a guy you've slept with before. Like, come on. I think most people would probably do that.
Don't you feel like the fact that he's able to propose to this lady.
Guilt. It's his guilt to carry.
His guilt to live with. Like, it's scary that he's capable of that.
Yeah.
So, like, that's his problem. Truth always comes out. I'm sure something will wiggle its way to the woodworks, or like maybe he slept with someone else in those couple.
Maybe
like, it sounds like he was going on a little rampage. Maybe we don't know what he was getting up to, do we?
We've got no idea.
And the truth will always come out, and I'm sure, unless they have a happy, I don't know.
Good luck in all your future endeavors.
Yeah, but he's not worth any more of your thoughts. I would tell someone about it. Tell your closest friend about it. You need to vent to someone about this. Like, this is
I would
big
tell
deal.
someone that you can trust in your life.
Yeah, who maybe doesn't know him, or I don't know,
who isn't involved,
or someone who does know him. Fuck it. If it gets back to them, it gets if it gets back to him, it gets back to him. Like, he's fucked up here.
Well, the thing's going to be, why hasn't she come in? I thought she was your best mate.
Well, funnily enough, Susan, I actually slept with her 2 weeks before I proposed.
By the way.
Yeah. This is a serious message, I would say.
Absolutely. This is just a brief interruption to the broadcast.
There we go. A brief interruption just to merely say, please,
Simple
we beg
favour
of you to please subscribe. Please subscribe.
Once again, that is please subscribe.
We're trying to hit 100k. It'd be lovely to get a plaque.
Come on, you guys are getting us pretty close.
You guys, we could put it on the wall. We could share it together. We celebrate.
It would be a team effort.
Yes, so it would be just lovely.
Please subscribe to the channel. It would mean so much to us, and it helps the channel out a lot. It helps the podcast, and it's a very quick, simple step. So
thank you very much for listening.
Enjoy the rest of the broadcast. Okay, switching up the vibes for the Girl Talk episode. Do I go to uni?
Taylor's
Love
oldest
these
time.
vibes.
Taylor's oldest time. No?
Faced that question ourselves, didn't we? I finished sixth form in 2023.
Congrats.
And managed to achieve amazing grades in my A-levels. Congratulations. That's not an easy task.
And that's hard.
And secure a place at a very good university
Well done.
studying law. I object. I was unsure on whether to go last year due to several factors, like my boyfriend being at home and him not going to uni.
Yeah.
Also due to the fact that I was genuinely unsure on whether uni was right for me.
Yeah.
All my friends from school went and they have all thrived and enjoyed it so much. I've had a gap year and have been working in retail. However, instead of using this year productively to figure out what I would potentially do in the future, I feel as if I've fallen into a bit of a comfortable bubble with the same routine.
And I think, don't be hard on yourself. Like, what, you're 19? Are we meant to have it all figured out at
No,
19?
we're
Like,
not.
it's absurd.
No. My boyfriend has a really good job in London, which I'm so proud of him for.
Amazing.
But I can't help to think subconsciously he is the main reason that I've stayed. And as much as I love seeing him all the time, I have become a bit reliant on him instead of investing time in myself and who I am as a person.
Okay.
Well, he's your safety net. It's your comfort zone. You've got this retail job. You're making a bit of money now. You've got a bit of cash in your current account. You can go out at the weekends and you can go and buy dinner and you can go on online and you can buy a couple new tops and you can do stuff that you probably couldn't do 2 years ago.
But you're thinking, should I be in Manchester right now doing this law degree?
Well, you're
making
seeing
new
your friends, aren't you? You're seeing your peers who you used to see every single day. And now it's like, oh, we're all living very different lives in a quite short period of time.
Because
that could be me if I wanted it to be me.
Because I'll always say, don't let a relationship or a man stop you from doing something. Stuff. Like, that's for you.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only thing that you have is like going to uni and like pursuing something for yourself, and like, because God forbid, you guys break up in 2 years and you're thinking, why the fuck did I not go to uni when I could have and when I should have? But instead I stayed in London for because of him.
An option is I can look into apprenticeships again.
Yeah.
Or potentially look to going to to uni.
Nice.
I have an idea of what I would like to study, and all my friends say I would thrive in a uni environment.
That's saying something.
My worries about going is that I'm so comfortable where I am now that I might regret this big change. I see my boyfriend all the time, and this uni is 3 hours away.
Yeah.
I'm also used to my routine and seeing my home friends every weekend. I worry it will be the wrong decision to go. Will I hate it? I also have to decide within a week whether I am going, as accommodations are already going so quickly.
Of course.
My worry about not going is that I will potentially miss the opportunity and end up feeling too old to go in the future. As much as I like the routine I have at home, I'm worried I will get sucked into a boring job locally and never progress into anything more. I feel as if I'm a bit wasted, and I do have much more potential than what I'm currently doing. I feel like I need to become a bit more of a main character in my own life and have a new experience like uni and be more independent and move somewhere new. As much as I know this decision is my own, I'd like some advice on what you guys think I should do. It's difficult being young and having so much pressure to think about what you want when you're older, when you're still at such a young age. I love the podcast.
This is very simple to me. Is it very simple for you?
I think so.
It's scary. You're being pessimistic about, oh my God, but my relationship's 3 hours away. La, 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 la. Well, but I do like my life right now. It's really comfortable.
It's a crossroads.
But nothing changes if nothing changes. You want to go. You know that's what's calling you. And I think
there's just things that you're like, oh, I'm going to miss that, and I'm going to miss this.
Yeah, but nothing changes if nothing changes. And I think go, take the leap.
Can always come back.
You can always come back.
Yeah.
We can say, do you know what? This ain't for me, and run on back.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
I
but
think
you
it's
at least tried.
It's recognizing that thing of like, home's always going to be here.
Always.
My boyfriend's always going to be
Yeah, and if
there.
we're meant to be like a 3 hour train line, it's nothing, a 3 hour train ride.
Like the worst that can happen is that you go, you stick it out for a couple months and you think this wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I'm not enjoying it. I hate it. I'm going home. And then boom,
Bish, bash,
we're back
bosh.
where we were and everything's fine again.
And you can try out something else like the apprenticeship or something else. And like,
but I do think it sounds like it's niggling at you. And I think you sound like you want to go, because we had the same thing. Like we didn't know if we wanted to go to uni or not. We weren't sure. It was like, oh, do I want to do that? Am I going for the right reasons, or am I just going because people I know and everyone else my age seems to be going? So we didn't go, but I never had a yearning of, feel like I'm missing out, feel like I need to go. So we didn't go. But I feel like you have that voice in you that's like, ooh.
And I think ultimately, if it wasn't for your boyfriend, you probably would have gone already.
Yeah.
You know, it's because like he's here, he's working, you know, you've got a nice little situation going on, but you need to put yourself in this different scenario, in this uncomfortable situation, and into the unknown. Because it's going to be really great for you. Yeah, you're going to become so independent. You're going to find out so much more about yourself, about your relationship. Your relationship's going to become stronger, hopefully. Because like, and you're going to do new things. You know, it's entering a new realm of like, and I can see it being so good for you. And I feel like you need to do it. It's just scary. Because big decisions are scary.
Yeah.
Like you're moving away from home. That's so scary. But I
think you'll love it.
The scary decisions are the best ones, because that's when you're going to thrive.
Yeah. And
100%.
things are going to switch up.
Like getting out of your comfort zone. Like it's
meeting
like it's
new
scary.
people, being in a new city. You get that new level of independence. It's like when you move out for the first time. It's like, oh my God,
like,
I'm living life on my own.
Yes.
I'm totally responsible for every single thing in my life.
Yes.
Like it's an amazing like feeling. It's like, oh my God, I'm a true adult. I now can do this. I can do this. I can do this. And I feel like you'll get that, and you'll come into your own, and your confidence will grow, and your self-belief will grow.
And like home's always there. You know, we
can
nip
always
home
go back
on a weekday. Mariana, she's home all the fucking time on a Wednesday, on a Friday, at the weekends.
Yeah.
Like trains are great. You know, zoom.
Use the train line.
Boyfriend's going to come up, have a nice old time. And I think the good thing about your decision is that you've already got the place at uni. You already know what you want to study.
Yes.
It's not a question of what am I even going to fucking do at uni? Like, sounds like you know what you want to do. You're driven. You got the good grades. You're like, I want to do that.
It doesn't sound like you would be going for the sake of it, because you're kind of trying to put off real life. And you don't really know what you're doing. So you're just kind of going to do this. Like, it sounds like you're going with a purpose. You have an end goal. It's to get to A to B, you know?
You have to do it. Get your
get that degree. Go girl. Focus on me.
No, not. Yeah, focus on the degree,
On the degree.
not on
the boy.
focus
Yeah.
on me.
I would go for it if I were you.
I think you got to
Try
go
something
for it.
new. Take a risk or lose the
It's
chance.
now
The
or never.
time is now.
Yeah, you've got that place. You've got your place at uni.
This is the last chance to make a mark. History will know who we are. This is the last chance to make it count. It's now or never. Yeah.
Woo! God, I've still got that breath control, guys. Woo! Still got it in me. Okay, we've never actually had anything like this.
We've
I
had
don't
things in a
think-
similar family, but not this specifically.
Yeah, so this Sarah here, our Sarah here. Oh! With a picture at the end, I just ruined it for myself. Sarah here says, I'm obsessed with getting engaged and I'm worried I'm ruining it for myself.
Okay.
Yeah, because I imagine that...
Oh, as in you're going on every trip thinking, this is it.
Because I
And then you
imagine-
have a shit trip because it wasn't it.
Yeah.
Is that what you
if
mean
you're at
by
that point where you're like, I want to get engaged now.
I want this now.
Like, do it for like, and you're growing like
Annoyed.
agitated.
Yes.
That it's not, then I can imagine, then I'm in a bad mood.
You're just
Because
pissing me off
we've
now.
come to Greece and you've not even, fucking
The time
hell.
is the perfect
Yeah,
time. We're
like-
watching the sunset.
Yeah, and
Just do it.
And now I'm in a bad bloody mood, and
Yeah, I hear that.
that's what I'm imagining this is, but
Me
it could be
too.
something else. Hi, girls.
Hi.
Long time listener and love the pod so much. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
You've got me through everything from road trips around Norway to traumatic breakups. Wow, and now we're here getting
and now
engaged.
we're here getting engaged.
Fingers crossed.
Growth.
My dilemma is a silly one, so I'll try to keep it short. I've been with my Brian for almost 3 years now. We are both 27 and have been living together for coming up to 2 years now.
Okay.
The way we met is very cute. I own a cafe.
Goals, immediate goals.
I thought about owning a cafe. I think, we should open a cafe. I do. Little rent.
What could we call
Best
it?
matcha in the city.
Matcha to go.
Yeah. Mochi and matcha.
Sonny Angels on the shelf.
£2 each, a Sonny Angel. We'll be in a loss. But as long as
We'll
you
be in a
guys
minus,
could.
but we'll be spreading good vibes.
You know what?
And good cheer.
I saw the nichest TikTok last night and it was a girl and it was like something about spending $50 on a Sonny Angel. And I was like, repost. And
Thanks.
and the comments were like, God, me too, girl. Can't believe it. Can't believe it.
Found my people.
Found my people. Okay. So I own a cafe. That is so
Love
cool,
that,
Sarah.
goals.
I mean,
I want to move to New York and
How-
own a cafe.
like, beautiful is that life? In Norway, I imagine. Are we in Norway?
You reckon? Well, she's road tripped around Norway.
Road trips from Norway, my bad. I mean, Norway is so safe.
Beautiful. We've been.
Oh,
Oslo.
God. Absolutely, Oslo.
Gorgeous.
Shout out. I own a cafe and he was a regular coming in at every chance.
Oh, stop
he could
it.
to talk to me after thinking I was cute.
Cute barista in your
I
apron.
had no idea until
Cappuccino.
regular cap.
Skinny cap.
I
Is it
did
the
some
usual
extra
today, Brian?
syrup in there for you.
Here's a cookie on the house.
Yes.
Yes.
I had no idea until a mutual friend told me about it and we eventually grabbed a drink together. I love him more than anything and just know he is my soulmate. We are so comfortable with each other and he is everything I've ever wanted in a partner. Caring, attentive, funny,
Here we go.
smart, kind, patient, and handsome. The total package. Wow, sorry, you are living the dream.
Wow. Check, check, check. Brilliant.
7 adjectives. Describing words?
I don't know.
Verbs.
I don't know.
Verbs doing. Adjective. That was an adjective. Everything is perfect with us except one thing that is absolutely my fault.
Oh.
I've been teasing him about so maybe he's growing agitated
Oh.
by you saying TikTok. Where's my fucking
Every time
ring?
you mention it, it's getting pushed back. Beg your pardon?
Fuck off.
You can
I'm
bring
gonna
it forward,
buy you
actually.
from this cafe. You're banned. Okay, so I've been teasing him about getting engaged for around 1.5 years now. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, right. Yeah.
And I'm worried. I'm ruining the experience for myself, but I just can't help it.
Just shut your mouth.
But she
Shut
like,
your gob.
But you know when like I can see you just like, why do I keep doing this?
Yeah.
But
I can't
you
help
can't.
myself.
It's like the jokes just keep coming out.
Yeah. So you've been teasing him about gay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm
Well, that's just relationship fun, is it not?
Yeah.
Why are you ruining it for yourself?
He must be growing agitated, saying, "Stop it." That's the only.
Well, that to me says that he's going to do it, and he's thinking, "Stop
Don't
fucking
ruin
predicting it. Let
Yeah.
me have my moment. I want to surprise you. I'm trying to
Yeah.
surprise you, and you're spoiling it."
Because maybe every time he says, "Oh, should we do this?" You're thinking, "Oh, are you going to
should I put a white dress on?"
Yeah, and he's thinking, "Shut
Shut
up."
up. Well, you might be ruining it for yourself. We might
Yeah.
need some self-awareness this week.
I think I'm in quite a unique position where my closest friends of the same age have been married for years by this point. Okay, so you're thinking,
so you're feeling a bit like this should be me now. Come
Yeah.
on.
look, by this point, and I feel like I'm still waiting to be chosen. It's a real insecurity of mine, and Brian is so patient every time I mention it. But I can sometimes get carried away and get upset when I hear of someone else we know now getting engaged. So you're kind of you're struggling to be happy for people because you want it so badly for yourself, and then you're getting in your head. It's like, why hasn't Brian done it by now? Like, does he not know I'm the one?
Is something wrong?
And then you start deeping in it. It's like, what? Like, why is he waiting? Like,
Yeah, what?
he
why?
loves me. Does he not love me? Does he not think I'm his soulmate?
Are we ever going to get engaged?
Right, and then you're like literally making yourself upset, knocking yourself sick.
Yeah.
When
whereas really, if all your other mates,
he's just waiting for a better
if a few
time.
were single, if a few were just moving in with boyfriends, couple long-term relationships, you probably wouldn't be thinking about this. I think this is more comparison is the thief of joy, and you're comparing your situation, which is lovely and perfect and amazing and happy, to people around you because you're surrounded by married couples.
Constantly, yeah. Or when I'm feeling a bit hormonal, I can get a bit upset. I hope I'm not the only one that gets like this. Oh my God, not at all. God, I can cry. I've heard from a friend that he's planning on propose. Oh, here we go! Yes, we're fine. Right, listen.
Go and get your manicure.
I've heard from a friend.
Funny bunny and bubble bath.
Here we go. I've heard from a friend that he's planning on proposing within the next year. And I'm now worried I've forced him into it prematurely. Let's just...
we can't win here,
we
guys.
need to settle the all those thoughts because they're just damaging.
You're self-sabotaging at this point.
Yeah, as he previously wanted to wait until he had bought a house to do so. Yeah, but also in the same breath, like if he knows it's going to be, if it's important to you,
he wants to make you happy.
Yeah, he wants to make you happy, and he does know.
Yeah.
And yes, in an ideal world, he would have liked to have bought a house, but whatever. What's a house smells like? We'll get a house in a couple of years' time.
Yeah.
And that's probably how he's thinking. But in your mind, you're thinking, "Oh, fucking hell, force him to it. Doesn't even want to do it. Doesn't
no
even want to do it
man
now."
is going to get forced into
No,
proposing
it's his
early when they
choice.
don't want to.
Yeah. For additional context, I was with someone for 9 years before him that I naively thought I would marry, as he said similarly that he would be proposing within the year. So you've kind of been in this. This is kind of like reliving. You're thinking, fucking hell, I've been in this spot before. But instead, he cheated on me with his HR manager. Not very humane or resourceful of her, in my opinion.
Very
Fucking hell, it's
HR
not,
of
is
you.
it?
Bloody hell.
And it's left me with a weird anxiety around the whole subject.
I can understand that.
That makes so much sense. The last time you heard the words, "I'll propose within a year," you got cheated on.
Yeah.
So you're just thinking, your anxiety is just through the roof.
And you're thinking, I invested 9 years with that guy and it turned into...
You're thinking, if he can do it, anyone can do it. Well,
yeah.
I know I'm just ruining the experience for myself. Yeah, because... Yeah, but you've got other things that you're... But sometimes I just can't help myself. I would love the security of a proposal. And when he has said in the past that he is just waiting to feel ready, I can sometimes take it as, I'm not sure about you as a life partner. Right.
Okay.
Even though I know what he means, I guess my question is, how do I just learn to enjoy the ride? And how do I reassure him that I am happy waiting as long as it takes? He is the man I want in my life for as long as he can be, so I know it's worth the wait. Sometimes the crazy just takes over and I realise I've dug myself a whole hole that I didn't want to dig any further. Thank you again. And I've attached a picture.
Yes. Let me see. Oh, you guys are so cute.
And there's another one. I've not seen this one.
Oh, wow.
Oh, different hair colour.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, slightly more vibrant.
Love that hair.
You guys. Look, I understand how you're feeling.
Listen,
100%.
you're a human. You have human emotions, okay? Sometimes we
Yeah.
do self-sabotage. Sometimes we do think ourselves into deep holes. And sometimes we can be like, I've made this up in my head and this isn't even happening right now.
Yeah.
And we can self-sabotage. We can all do that. It's a human
100%.
thing that happens to all of us.
Because things are going so well, right? The last time you were in this situation, things went south.
Yes.
So you're it's almost like you're mentally preparing yourself for like him to, like when he says, oh, I'm just waiting till like we're 100% ready. And you're like taking that as, whoa, he's definitely not sure about me. He's definitely not sure about me. Like almost because of what happened to you before,
yes.
you're almost like
the walls are going
trying
up.
to prepare yourself for potentially this might blunder and die like the other one did, because I thought he was going to propose to me too.
Yeah.
And that's really tricky.
But I think you have to remember that we need things to look forward to in life, okay? And it can be very easy to like race into things like, so this. And it's like, even if we get engaged in like 4 years' time, like life is long. If we're going to be together for 100 years, we've got so much time to enjoy, have fun, make amazing memories. Like, there's no rush. I know you're feeling the urgency because you want to be proposed to. You want that security. And I understand that. But at the same time, like, by putting a ring on your finger and saying, will you marry me, proposing, really you're no more secure than you were the day before. He can still cheat on you if he wanted to. He can still leave if he wanted to.
Married men cheat.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean about the security, because it's him saying, I want to spend the rest of my life with you and I've bought this ring to prove it. I can understand that. But really, when you break it down, you're no more secure than you were the day before.
This man is not your ex.
No. Like, this is a new person.
He's not going to cheat on you. He's not going to do that to you. He is not that man.
Yeah.
That is someone else. Let's forget about what happened. I know it's easier said than done.
I know.
But also remember, like, he says he's going to propose to you within the year. So let's just take that. Let's just relax.
Yeah.
You're
in a beautiful situation.
Maybe
You've got a lovely relationship. You had a lovely meet cute.
Yeah.
It's all very positive. You don't need to.
When you're feeling the love one night, because I think you just say to him, look, I love you so much. I can't wait to get engaged to you one day. I'm sorry if, you've ever felt I've been, trying to rush us or whatever, but just know I can't.
Because I love you so much.
It's just because I love you so much. And
I can't wait for that chapter in our lives.
And he's not doing it because you're forcing him to. I don't believe that for 1 minute. And I believe he is ready, I don't think he...
Do you know him?
I've read his mind, actually. I've actually met this man before. I think worrying
at the end of the day,
thief.
it's out of your control.
The thing is, worrying is the thief of all joy.
Yeah.
You're sat here, something beautiful is about to happen within the year. Something you've been looking forward to for years and years, for your whole life. And we're sat here worrying about it.
Yes.
And catastrophizing it. And dissecting it and making it out to be things that it's not. Why do we do that to ourselves?
Self-sabotage.
Self-sabotaging. So let's really try and be optimistic. What did we talk about this before?
Yes, we did.
Just like, oh my God, thinking about
what the best can happen, not what the worst that can happen.
There we go. Like, it's because you're being so pessimistic, and it's hard. I can be pessimistic too.
Yeah, we all can.
Because you're scared. You want things to work out so bad. You're mentally preparing yourself for like the worst, so that when the best happens, you're thinking, oh, I'm pleasantly surprised. So try and nurture that optimism and thinking of the best that can happen, and slowly the worries will start to fade.
Yeah, because the worrying isn't changing any outcome. The worrying is only making your day worse. It's only ruining your own day. And I saw this TikTok last night of this girl, and she was like, the only place you live forever is inside your head.
Oh, it's so dangerous.
So like, you have to try and make it the best place it can possibly be. Like, think of your head of like, you've just bought your dream house and you want to furnish it perfectly. It's like, I just want all the most beautiful thoughts and things going on inside this head, because that is where you are always. And everything's lovely right now. Things are great.
It is. He's a great guy.
And just enjoy it. And just, you might not get engaged for another 3 years. Who cares? Everything's beautiful.
Because in his mind, he's thinking, I'm going to propose. Oh my God.
Yeah, this is the one. That's
You
going to be
know?
us one
That's
day.
all he's thinking.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Yeah,
You want
let's-
things to look forward to in life. There's
treat
there's
your thoughts like a beautiful rose garden.
They need nurturing.
And
they will bloom.
they need watering. They need giving flower nutrients. And they will bloom
Sunlight.
into sunlight. And they will
Oxygen.
bloom into a gorgeous
Rose
rose
garden.
garden. That's
They're
how
here.
we should treat our thoughts. And every negative thought is like a worm eating the
Weed.
road.
It's a weed.
It's a weed ruining the garden.
It's a caterpillar come to eat all the leaves.
Caterpillars are kind of cute.
Yeah, they do blossom.
Maybe it's pesticides being spluttered all over or rats in the garden.
You go, girl.
Yeah. So we need to be more optimistic.
And a little bit more, just in
Little bit of the Monica in my life.
a little bit of
break out into
Jessica.
song.
It's got a quote, and it's like,
Little bit of-
be where your feet are.
Yes.
Be a bit more present. Stop
Yes.
worrying about
The
if it's
past
going to
and
be
the
the future
future.
and when. Because at the end of the day, it's going to happen if and when it's going to happen. And no amount of you driving yourself crazy is going to change or affect any of that. And it's like, let me just enjoy what I'm doing right now, because I will look back in 20 years' time
And regret.
and think, why on earth was I
So
worried,
stressed about
stressed,
that?
ruining
Yeah.
that for myself?
Yeah.
Everything worked out.
Yeah.
And I didn't need to waste my
Yeah.
time and my thoughts.
And it always works out for the better. Always.
Always. No matter what situation this ends up becoming.
Always.
So try and just have a smile on your face.
Yeah. Don't worry about the past or the future. Let's be more present.
Be where your feet are. I think that could be our quote for the episode.
There we
don't
go.
you?
Be where your feet are.
All right.
And on
guys.
that note,
Thank you so much for listening.
Yay.
If you would like a bonus episode, you can get one every single Monday over on Patreon. You can come and join the group
yes,
chat.
please. We love it over there.
We'd love to see you there. If not, email your dilemmas to hello@thegirlsbathroom.com.
Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and on YouTube. Thank
So
you.
if you're in the group chat, we'll see you on Monday.
Absolutely.
If not, we'll see you back here next Wednesday.
Woo, love ya.
Bye.